Think about this for a minute. From the position of an atheist, a non-godly person who's in addiction, who can't seem to succeed in anything, you feel cornered, right? And it's like there's nowhere to turn.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to do the random reflection today, and I'm just going to grab...
It's random?
Yeah, I'm just...
Yeah, see, it's
Okay, so just start flipping, and I'll say stop, and
Okay.
left or right.
Yeah.
Ready? Stop.
Ooh.
Right.
Left, right. Okay. So this says anger, a dubious luxury. So we'll see. It doesn't
Well.
seem to be on topic, but let me read something here. So are you familiar with the daily reflections? Do you own one of these or see one of these?
No, but yeah,
They have
I've
an
seen
upper
'em.
portion and a lower
Yeah.
portion. The upper portion is literally always a quote from either the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions or the Book of Alcoholics Anonymous. And then the bottom portion, I think, is from a member of AA in history. So today I'm just going to read the upper portion, which is the Alcoholics Anonymous book portion. It says, if we were to live... we had to be free of anger. Actually, this is on topic, and I'll tell you why in a minute. The grouch and the brainstorm were not for us. They may be dubious luxury of normal men, but for alcoholics, these things are poison. So think about this, guys, in light of courage. If we were to live, we had to be free of anger. There's so many times in my life where I've been angry. You could actually just call it jealousy, but I was angry that other people seemed to be successful in the same kind of things I wanted to be successful at, yet I couldn't find success in those same things. And then life happens and we would, be in a person that's not walking with the Lord, that would kind of turn into, I'm a failure, I'm not good enough. Forget about just being a Christian and having failure. Try being an atheist and saying I'm worthless and not enough. And, because there's no, it's like a dead end right there. There's no hope. It's literally hopeless. It's like no matter what I do, well, think about this for a minute. From the position of an atheist, a non-godly person who's in addiction, who can't seem to succeed in anything, you feel cornered, right? And it's like there's nowhere to turn. Now I can feel like that, but then my pastor will coach me, or my mentors will, or my peers will coach at me and give me a new perspective that comes from like the perspective that God would have. And so now I have that, right? But think about that kind of hopeless, dangerous place. And it's hard to have courage there, right? But it's in community and in kind of a brotherhood, I would even say, where that courage gets some momentum. That's kind of a word that I'm hearing right now.
It's iron sharpens iron, really.
Yeah. And so I think, as we've talked through this podcast, I've kind of changed my mind about courage, because I thought courage would be perceived as something that you kind of like muster up and like you're like, okay, I don't have courage right now, but then I'm going to get some courage. Okay, now I've got courage. But maybe courage is a little bit more than we think of as a decision. And courage is really kind of like momentum, right? What if courage is that? First of all, courage is going up to step 4. It takes courage to get there, but it's also involving the people that are supporting you and kind of have your back, right? Because it's a little bit easier to do something.
Courage comes from support.
When you got people behind you and you know that, hey, if I fail, or if I perceivably fail, or things don't go the way that I think they should go, I got people back here to keep me going, right? Versus the old life, I'm trying to go, I hit a brick wall, I'm done.
The reason why I say courage comes from support is because if we were to watch 10 people try something and every one of them failed, do you think that we would try?
Maybe not.
Probably not. We would probably think, well, 10 out of 10 people failed. Why am I going to do that? But in recovery, you get a sponsor, you see other people having freedom from active addiction. So it's possible. But then you get someone that's personal to you, like a sponsor or an accountability partner, whatever. You've made some friends in recovery. And like you said, iron sharpens iron. We support each other. And that's where the courage comes from, to continue on. Because, how many times have I had, a slip up or something, but then got back on because, I seen that it's possible for me to succeed at this.
Yeah.
So actually relapse hasn't been, since I made the decision to get clean, I stayed that way. But, not for everyone. It happens like that. So, very important to, be supportive, because I believe that's where a lot of people's courage.
That's good. Thanks for sharing that. Zach, we got a couple of minutes left. I want to give you an opportunity to weigh in.
Yeah, I was going to say it's when you're able to build that friendship, like what you say in recovery, like what we've been able to do here, it's grown over the years. We have a community now, and it's not just a recovery community. Now we're all dealing with, drug addiction, even though that is really important to have a community. I mean, this is a community where everyone with every type of lifestyle, we're starting to see people really connect. Totally. And we're seeing not just small pockets of, or cliques of friendships. I mean, we're seeing like a general, like, guess what? Not only does this guy next to me have my back, I know like 100 people that do. Or like, I know, like, we all know Jeremy, the head pastor, he's got all our backs. Like, we know we have so many like guardrails. We have like, that's what you call them, people in our life. They're like guardrails.
Good.
We have so many things that we can fall back on. Like it's the accountability, the friends, like we used to talk about this, when we were at CR, was that like, I have so many people now that I know I can reach out to if I'm struggling, like good friends, connections, healthy people. It's like, it's not just when I'm struggling, but like now we all get to celebrate together, and it's just like everything's elevated. It's like what we call, glory to glory.
Yeah, totally.
We're no longer, I don't think we're
From
seeing
glory
like
to
massive
glory.
hills and valleys in our community. It's constantly lifting each other up. We're like constantly.
We're all up here soaring together.
Yeah.
Like,
It's in the Bible. Maybe I'll share the scripture in the post-production, but it says, the glory of the latter house is greater than the glory of the former house. So ultimately, we were supposed to have people pushing us up, but we're supposed to be elevating others.
Yes.
So instead of, I'm the guy, I'm the big pastor in charge, everything that I say is gold, it's like actually real pastors and ministers are supposed to be pouring into somebody else and bringing them above them. And then that guy does the same thing, or he or she. And that's the point. The kingdom continues. That's why it's glory to glory. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to have to cut it right here, guys. Thank you for joining. If you haven't subscribed, again, please subscribe. We could really use the support. Comment is probably the best thing that you can do. I see a lot of comments, and I'd like to get to know you guys a little bit more in the community. So thanks again. All right, here we go at the end. Many are called, but you are positioned. All right, see you guys. Thank you for checking out this clip from the Position Recovery Podcast. The entire podcast is available on our other channel. There's a link in the description box below, so you can go check it out. The full audio program is available on your favorite podcast platforms like Spotify, Pandora, and Google Podcasts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Finally, if you'd like access to exclusive members-only content, or maybe you just want to support us in what we're doing financially, head on over to patreon.com/position, where there are a variety of giving levels and one that is perfect for your budget. It's always awesome hanging out with you guys. And remember, many are called, but you are positioned.